Yo, what's up? Trying something different. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, Jaro pointed out that I had some washing out of my mug. And asked if I changed my lighting. No, I have very expensive lighting of just 3 light bulbs across the no extra line. What I did do is I got a new phone, which you would think would be better. I think I had some of that washing out before, but what I'd done this time is I did the old auto focus, auto exposure lock right on my face. Problem being is if I get up close, I don't think it's going to change. It's not going to change focus. I gotta be here. We'll muddle through. We'll see how this is better. So today I'm using a soap. I don't know what it is. I keep forgetting. Somebody gave me, and it's not campfire because I have a tin that has campfire. It's just in this tin that's from a hair balm or something, hair goop. But it didn't, because it didn't come in its own container, and it's some kind of a smoky scent. And it's one of those, back when I got it, I thought, well, I'll label this, and then I didn't label it. And then for a little while, I was able to figure out which smoky scent it was. There's not a lot of smoky scents out there. And the best, I don't know if you can get anymore. The best, if you just want campfire, just raw smoke. This is a puck in a tin, so we're lathering it in the puck. This is pretty good. If you just want smoky scent, it's from Razor Master, and it's their Tovio, I believe, and it's a pine tar. It says pine tar on it. I guess it's pine tar scent. But that is if you just want campfire smoke. And and if you're like me, and you know, in the winter time, we don't have any wood burning, nothing in our house. And so sometimes around the winter time, you get some folks, you get out of your house or get out of your car and you smell the smoke from their chimneys, and you're just basking in it. You just love that smoky scent. That would be it. There are other smoky ones that add other stuff to them, usually to make it a little bit less intense, just because smoke is a polarizing scent for sure. I'm trying to think, because Sterling has one. I've got it. What is there? Oh, Texas on Fire. That's a pretty good one. I use that one. But yeah, if if they still have it, and you want smoke, and you want to do it upright, you got to get that one. And it's a Razor Master, and in fact, I think they stopped selling Razor Master altogether, which is a bummer. I'm pretty sure that's one that I checked out a few months ago, and it was just gone. Who knows? So today I'm using that, and where did my implement of hair removal go? So what I did is there's a much like my whiskey, there is shaving stuff kind of all over the place. Most of it relegated to the shaved end, and then right outside here I got my shave soap closet. I did have a box of sundries or whatever. Is this? Oh, I thought it was a different color. This is it. Underneath my bed, I thought I had a bunch of extras and stuff. So my plan today was, for adding to the PIF, this is working out correct. Excess lather collecting right there, doing very nicely. Was to randomly reach into this box and pull stuff out and put it in my box without even knowing what it is. When I lifted the box up from underneath the bed, it was very light. So I looked in there, I thought, well, what was in there? Not a lot. You wouldn't want most of it. This one I'm not throwing in the box unless, of course, it kills me. Again, this is open comb on both sides now, like it should be. Kind of a, what do they call it? Is this fluted, like a Roman column handle? It's got decent weight. It's not light, so that's nice. It's a little, feels a little unbalanced, like all the weight's in the head. But again, I haven't done a lot of open comb shaves, and so you know, this is just my time to. And this one's working pretty good, so I'll probably keep this one. You already, don't be greedy. You already got 3 razors in the PIF box. You'll be okay. 3 free razors. But today, what I did find in the box was, I guess at the time, I had ordered a soap and then forgot I had said soap or something. I mean, that kind of happens a few times. There usually isn't a reason other than that for me to end up with 2 of this type of soap. So what was in my extra box under the bed, which I will be putting in the PIF box, is SV Cosmo. This is not a cheap soap, guy. You can even look. It's got a metal canister, pretty gold. This one you want to clean off a bit. I mean, it looks new to me. In fact, let's look under the pup. Can you get it out? I can't get it out. Come on, it's stuck right there. I'm gonna look to see if it's even been lathered. I can't. It might not have ever been. There we go. I don't know. Your choice. Your choice. I don't think it's even ever been lathered. But do they say SV on them if they haven't? I don't know. Whatever. Clean it off or not. Up to you. Going in the PIF box. That's a good addition right there. If you've never used, we call them SV because nobody can pronounce their damn name. It's a Panificio Veracino. They make a very nice lather, nice and creamy and thick, very good scents, but you got to, they do their own thing. They're like Italian soap scents, and so they're not ripping off Adventus and things like that. Anyway, it should be a treat if you have not tried SV soaps. They are very hard, so you gotta lather it in the tin there. So this is going okay. So I'm a little bit excited. There's this guy, I think we might have talked about him. I might have mentioned him on Drinks and Days. I don't know. I've talked to Dave about him several times. But there's this guy. He's a professor out at Penn State over on the East Coast. And I should do him justice, but I forget. He teaches sociology. I think I've talked about him on my channel. I have. I'm pretty sure I have. So I'll be kind of quick summary. Deals a lot with kind of discrimination, the way people think about each other, what drives those thoughts. And then sometimes pointing out, stuff that we just accept as fact nowadays. Is it fair? What's it based on? What effects does it have? So anyway, the very first time one of those really cool professors, right? Just down to earth, dresses like a college student, but speaks with such an air of authority, but yet compassion. Has been guest speaker all over the place, written books. He gets, I looked at his CV, curriculum vitae, is that how you say it? The other day. He's established an organization I need to look into, but also gets grants every year, like $250,000 grants and stuff. So he ain't no chicken scratchings, this guy. And I kept thinking this would be cool because as Dave and I talked about on our last show, we're very hesitant to talk about any type of thing that could be controversial. Because we don't want to make anybody mad and lose our viewers, right? Even though he and I could chit chat for an hour with no viewers, we wouldn't need a YouTube channel to do that. So we're a little hesitant. I thought, what a better topic to cover is why we can't do that. And this guy would be the perfect guy. Anyway, like I said, I'm not making this short. With Dave's encouragement, because he's like, hey, the coffee guy runs his own business. He was on our show. Tim, the cigar guy, he's got a gajillion viewers. He was on our show. Maybe not. Especially, Tim's comment was, this is cool. It's different than my show. We can talk about whatever we want. I don't have to feel like I'm representing my company. So anyway, I wrote the guy and said kind of, this is my idea. This is who we are. What do you think? And he actually went and watched part of our show where we had a referee on, Chad, and liked our format, that it's just a casual conversation. Because that's what he's all about. And I buried the lead. This dude teaches at Penn State, but his classes are broadcast, at least on YouTube. I don't know, probably other places. I think it's called Soch 201, Soch 102. I'm sure if you, the guy's first, and it's funny because I called him Professor, whatever it was, but he signed his email Sam. He's Samuel. So if he's on his show, we'll have to clarify if we're allowed to call him Sam or we just have to bow down in reverence or how that works. Anyway, he said, he didn't say no. He watched it. He liked our format. And he said, but our semester's starting up next week. Things are a little bit busy. Reach out in a few months and we'll see if we can make it work. So how's that? That's a long way of saying he didn't say no, which is also a long way from him saying yes and it being planned. But I was just excited that it, first of all, I got a response because I kind of thought, like I said, this guy's spoken all over the world. So the fact that he would take the time to actually reply to the email, the fact he took the time to look us up, saw that we don't have 50,000 viewers, and even then took the time to watch one of our shows and see what we were about. But that just shows he's a cool guy. So we'll see. The other crazy thing I gotten into, I don't know, I kind of know how this happened, was watching like court proceedings on YouTube. Have we talked about this? I don't remember if we talked about this. I don't think so. I find it odd that I kind of fell down this rabbit hole is all. So you click on YouTube and you can either look at your what's new in your subscriptions, or you can look at what they recommend for you. My recommend page used to be, what you would expect: shaving, watches, scotch, whiskey, cigars, cars, that kind of stuff. Now, it is almost entirely full of misdemeanor pleadings. What is it? Orders of protection hearings. Because I had stumbled upon this one guy who's this lawyer in Chicago, and it's kind of funny because he doesn't do well. I don't. Seems like a funny, nice guy. But almost his entire show is showing court proceedings. And again, it's not just anything. They pick out ones where something crazy happens or something funny, or, a lot of it is, the what do they call them? Sovereign citizens that feel like they're not citizens of the U.S. I think that's how I got here, is starting to watch interesting stops by cops, which a lot of them are sovereign citizens, which say they don't need license plates and they don't need driver's licenses and all this stuff. And then, so watching the arrest falls into watching the court proceeding. That's how we got there. But so this guy, he's got a gajillion followers, people send him clips. They say, here, look at this one, look at that one. And he'll do his introduction, and he'll be like on the bottom of the little screen the whole time you're watching this. And every now and again, he'll pause it and make a couple sentence comments. But most of it is just watching the thing. And I guess it's like, you know, he's got followers and they're commenting through this entire thing because most of his stuff he does live. So I think that's it, is this place for these people to have interactions while they're watching. But I mean, he's got to be making YouTube money off of just playing. Anyway, I just every, you know, I'm like, how the heck did I get to whoop-ah, this moment of power brought to you by Braid Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. But I keep thinking, those folks that are into watching like reality shows and stuff, you know, especially, you know, I know that the ones where they win money and stuff are not rigged or things like that. Watched a lot of stuff about it from a producer of said shows, and he made a valid point that they're winning money. And so if we were to screw with who wins what or helping one person on another, we'd get sued, right? Because there's a prize at the end. But anyway, I think folks that are into that maybe want to give this a shot, because this isn't like even like edited, right? We all know that all reality shows are edited. They take a whole day's worth of taping down to 20 minutes or whatever. So even though they might not say this, say that, they kind of show it in a manner that tells the story they want to tell, or at least is more exciting. Court, yeah, you by manner picking and choosing, like, we're not gonna air this one, don't watch this one, it was boring, but watch this one. But the entire proceeding itself is just normal people in a normal court, and it's just interesting. That's what I'll say. I also pulled this out of the back. This is V's Barbershop Tonic, which years and years and years ago, I got this from I don't know where. I love the smell of it. It seemed very, very traditional, manly stuff. Like you would, like if they put this on you in a barber shop, you would not be surprised. My wife doesn't like it. I don't know why she just don't. But this actually is a thing. V's Spider on the Cadre told me he found it. So now I think I've got a bigger bottle of, which I don't know why. And I don't know why I just use it, because I'm home with my wife. But it's not a perfume. It won't last forever. Anyway, there we go. One more to the PIF box. See you on the forums.